Hey everybody, welcome to another model building workshop. I'm Mr. Allen coming to you from Providence, Rhode Island, and I'm here on behalf of the Community Libraries of Providence, the Smith Hill branch in particular, and we're going to talk about the Messerschmitt Bf 109E3. It's the Tamiya kit in 1/48 scale. So I think a lot of us know about the 109. It's the famous plane from the Battle of Britain, right? I think everyone's built one of these at one time or another in some scale or another. I mean, it was one of my first planes I built. Actually, I think I built the Spitfire first, and then I built the 109 in 1/72 scale. And I think they're the old Revell kits from back in the day, although you can still get some of those. But today, we're looking at Tamiya's 1/48 version, and Tamiya, as I think we all know, built, Tamiya kits. Big map of the construction sheet here. But Tamiya is all about the detail and ease of construction, and this one really is no different. Pretty nice, clear instruction sheet. Nice painting call outs. Tell you what colors to use. It's a fairly straightforward construction. Gives you some interesting options, like for wing flaps. Just talks about it here in this step here. Different things you can do with the wing flaps. Because you have different positions you can put those in. There's optional position for the landing gear. They show it to you down here, but you can put it up. There's a couple of different types of spinners that you can work with here as well. It's kind of like a map of an instruction sheet, which, is really there just to make things a little easier for you, because they break these things down in nice step by step, so it's easy to see. They're not just a handful of very busy diagrams. So I really like the fact that they do that. And then you get a pretty extensive marking option here. All the stencil data goes. If you're really, really into detail, I want to put all those decals on there. And then you get your painting options. So there's the infamous one here from Commander Adolf Galland in August 1940. There's one here. He then adopted a Mickey Mouse emblem shortly afterwards. You get a top and bottom view here. Then there's another one here for JG-77, October 1940, out of Norway. This is the option I chose to do. I thought that was kind of cool looking. These are nice early war paint schemes. RLM-71, RLM-02, and RLM-65, light blue underneath. And then you get one here at the end, which starts getting the camouflage spots put on it. The other two are prior to that technique. And I thought there was another one in here. I think I've run out of real estate on this. I think that's the last one. And that's from JG-54. Yeah, with the spots. All right, so let's talk about this kit. So there's pros and cons. Here's another look at how to do the early paintings, splitter style camouflage. So there's pros and cons to this kit. As far as building it, it was effortless. It was a dream to assemble. Here she is. Painting was not too bad. I did an option of using some Tamiya acrylics for the light blue, and then I used Model Master acrylics for the 02 and the 71 for the top camouflage. because Battle of Britain planes had this interesting scheme here. And later they attempted a slightly different light green, dark green. Actually, which may have been before this. In any case, the Battle of Britain, we were looking at this color scheme here. With the all, oops, light blue underneath. So this is the one out of Norway in October of 1940 with the fun emblem there, which I really thought was cool. Didn't want to get into doing the spot camouflage, you know, the model on the side of this, because I want to do that with later versions of the 109. So this one's kind of just a simple, straightforward light blue on the sides. I like that you can see the pilot pretty well inside there through the canopy. You know, I've got the, you can see that, I've got the flaps in different positions. But maybe you can see it from there. The downside are the decals that I had. So there's some silvering going on there, and there's also some splitting going on with these upper wing crosses, which I've noticed. Now, I built this kit maybe 5 years ago, I'm thinking, not that long ago. But the decals are not holding up terribly well. So that's unfortunate. I mean, they might look good on camera, but if you get close up, you might see the silvering and the splitting going on there. The bottom was a little tricky because you had to put these extremely large crosses over the ammunition bulges on the bottom of the plane there. So there was some work to get that to sit and operate correctly, because it did not want to. So that's the pro and con of the kit. The model pretty much falls together. It almost builds itself. I think if you left a tube of glue and an X-Acto blade on the table there, it might just build itself, and you'd be up the next morning like, hey, look. And that's the joy of Tamiya kits. And I've generally done pretty well with their decals, but in this case, you know, I'm seeing that these are starting to give me issues. And it's only been a few years. Yeah. So that's disappointing. But still, I don't know. Still a fun kit. And if you followed a lot of these episodes of mine here on the library's YouTube channel, you'll know that I've had some issues with decals in the past. It does seem to be a recurring theme here. So anyway, but a 109 is a model that you can certainly get plenty of aftermarket decal sets for something like this. They're going to have scores of them out there. So you could do more like Battle of Britain planes like this one if you wanted to. But the E model also saw a lot of service in other air forces of the Axis, you know, because Bulgaria had these and Romania had these, and they have some very colorful options there as well. So something to think about. Anyway, this is just a quick look at the 109E and 148 scale from Tamiya. And like I said, pros and cons. Builds nicely, but the decals, I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Okay, I'll give you a few other views of this in a moment, and we'll see you next time in the Model Building Workshop. All right, take care. Keep on building. All right, bye now.